everybody. I'm Jennifer Luckadoo, and I am the president of the Optimist Club of Lynchburg. So I want to thank you all for being here with us today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the club, and then I'm going to turn it over to Nat, who's going to tell you more about the this particular program and give you all of the information on that. So Optimist International is a worldwide organization, and it's made up of over 2,500 local clubs. And these members work every day to make the future brighter by bringing out the best in children, in our communities, and in ourselves. The purpose of the Lynchburg Optimist Club, we really want to develop optimism as a philosophy of life. We are here to aid and encourage the youth of our community. And we've been working with the youth of Lynchburg and the surrounding counties since 1987. And our members include people from all walks of life. We have business people, we have civic leaders, we have educators, retirees, young professionals. And we are always looking for new members. Everyone is welcome to join us and learn more about the club. So what I've done is in the programs that are located on the table in the back, I've included one of my business cards and a business card for Chuck Kramer, who's one of our vice presidents. So if you'd like a little more information about the Optimist Club, feel free to reach out to me later. We also have a Facebook page, and we also have a website if you want to check those out as well. But bringing us back to why we're here today. On behalf of the Optimist Club of Lynchburg, I am truly honored to be here to recognize the men and the women who dedicate their lives in order for the citizens of Lynchburg to be safe. As I was on my way to the previous presentation, I was on the phone with a business call, and I was telling the person where I was going and what I was doing. And they said, "Wow, that is amazing. Thank you so much for recognizing these folks." So our first responders have been phenomenal, especially this year. And I think that's wonderful. And I think that everyone who works in public safety deserves a medal. So that comes just from your average citizen here in Lynchburg. You are truly an inspiration for our youth, but not just our youth, for everyone. The Optimist Club is so proud to support law enforcement, and we are honored to be able to promote your profession, to encourage young people to consider this as a career option, to educate them on the jobs that you perform and the service that you offer and the value that you bring to our community and how you improve our quality of life. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Matt Marsteller, who's the program chair. Take it away, Matt.
I would definitely encourage you, all of you, to go ahead and take a look at the website or the club Facebook page. This is the only non-youth oriented program that we do. Every other program, one is geared towards recognizing the youth at the rec centers throughout the city. One's to recognize the youth in the career tech program. One's to recognize the youth at the Gov School. They bring their presentations and poster boards. Last year, one of the kids at Gov School did his research project on trying to help cure diabetes through studying fruit flies, and it was way over my head. Like, it really good stuff. You can tell by the pictures on the website sort of what the programs are. So Major Jameson at the police department asked me to speak. We typically have a guest speaker at these, but we had to kind of trim the numbers back, so there's no guest speaker per se today. He asked me to speak a number of years ago at one of the Respect for Law programs at that time. And then he invited me back the next month. It's like, hey, come get lunch. We'll cover your entry fee. Just kind of come see what we do. And I left there with an application and I joined the club. And it's been, I think it's 6 years is what I want to say now. Because I got to see for an hour that there are a good handful of youth out there that are doing phenomenal things, that are the future, that we do absolutely have a pile of kids in the next generation that are ready to take over and make this thing happen. So I would encourage you to check out the website. Certainly, I'd like to welcome you. It's a little bit different today than what it typically is. I'm sorry we couldn't have a nice meal together and share lunch and some other fellowship, but crazy times call for sort of crazier measures, I guess. And certainly I'm very happy and honored to be here to recognize Colt Freeman today for his service to the city, but for some good things that he's done in the most recent calendar year. There's another few folks I need to recognize. Jim Ballingy and Patrick Profit. The names may seem familiar. You may know them. Patrick Profit from Hurt and Profit and Jim Ballingy have been club members for a number of years. They're on the evaluation committee with me. So we get all the nominations and we kind of troll through them and then make the determination on who to select. So I appreciate those guys and the work that they've done to help select our winners this year. I'd also like to recognize Campbell Insurance and Will Absher in the back. If we could give a light round of applause. So a few months ago, the club board decided to go ahead and expand on the Respect for Law program, which is actually an Optimist International sanctioned program like Career Tech, or Rhetorical Contest, and those other programs. The board said, instead of just recognizing an officer of the year that's in the law enforcement field, why can't we expand on that and do dispatch and do fire as well? And I wasn't in that meeting, but it's my understanding that was a unanimous yes to expand the program. With Will's assistance from Campbell Insurance, if you're going to expand the program, you're going to have to expand your budget, right? So we thank Campbell Insurance and Will for graciously accepting the burden of making this happen, and Jennifer as well. She kind of helped garner some extra funds for this. The other two sponsors you'll note in your program for the overall public safety recognition program, as it's titled now, is Wells Fargo Advisors and Petty Livingston, Dawson and Richards. So please know we have 3 sponsors for 3 different groups of this overall presentation now. So it's very cool that we've been able to grow that. We're definitely here today to recognize and honor a tremendous firefighter, and I'm going to say firefighter paramedic, because when I reached out to Captain Brown and I said, okay, how does he want his name on his award? Because some folks don't do the middle initial, some do, and I got firefighter paramedic, so that's how I will certainly address you. You've got two titles there. Like I said, in previous years we've had a guest speaker. In the past, we've used Ron Staten at the Police Academy, Bethany Harrison, our Commonwealth's attorney in the city, Stephanie Meehan, who's in charge of juvenile probation. I mean, what better guest speaker to talk to club members about youth than your director of juvenile probation? And Susan Clark, actually last year, retired from our victim witness program, spoke. So now that we've expanded this to fire and dispatch, it opens up a whole new world of guest speaker opportunities in the future, not just more law enforcement related ones. So I'll be thinking about who maybe we want to try to use next year. So at this time, I'll ask Jennifer if you would please come forward, as well as firefighter paramedic Colt Freeman and Deputy Chief Robert Lipscomb and Chief Wormser, if you would as well, that would be great. Over the last couple of months through Captain Candace Brown, who's not here with us today, I requested nominations for this award. To be considered for the Lynchburg Optimist Club Firefighter of the Year Award, one or more of the following criteria must be met: completion of a task or tasks or task, or assignments or an assignment that went above and beyond the normal call of duty in any one or combination of the following: superior service which promoted life safety and minimized property damage, support community involvement to include volunteering at local organizations, conducting or participating in fire safety related events in the community, or displaying exceptional courage. Displaying exceptional courage shall mean that a firefighter has, by an act or acts, clearly distinguished themselves by bravery, valor, or outstanding courage, and has placed the safety and welfare of the community they serve above anything else. And after soliciting nominations for this award, the committee members chose which firefighter would receive this award. And firefighter paramedic Colt Freeman is this year's inaugural 2020 Firefighter of the Year for the Lynchburg Optimist Club. you want to read the nomination, and then we'll do a formal award presentation.
Absolutely. Good afternoon. My name is Robert Lipscomb, and I'm the Deputy Chief of Operations for the Lynchburg Fire Department, and it's my distinct pleasure to have been able to nominate firefighter paramedic Colt Freeman for this award. So there are a few things in the nomination that I think stand out, and a few things that perhaps I left out. And I think the one thing that we need to remember with Colt is one of our very dedicated paramedics. He's also one of our instructors that we use to help teach other paramedics within the department, as well as teach other providers within the agency. Colt, as a matter of fact, I think yesterday just helped finish teaching a active attack integrated response class on active shooter training for the jurisdiction and law enforcement. So Colt is very involved, not only in the department as a provider, but he's also very involved as an educator and a trainer. Based on the criteria that we were given for the award, I recommended Colt for the 2020 Optimist Club Award. Currently, Colt serves as a firefighter paramedic with the department and is assigned to 24-hour shift at Station 3 on B shift. And again, as I said earlier, Colt is one of our instructors that helps teach other people, but he's also one of our advanced practice paramedics that has the ability through the medical director to provide a higher level of care to the community and our citizens that we serve, which is a great honor and a great responsibility that is not given to but so many people within the agency and within the region. I nominated Colt for his work related to the image trend reporting software update and the subsequent modifications that had needed to be made to the system. His work on this initiative was crucial to our reporting software system being updated because it was in dire need of updating, and some things needed to be fixed to allow the agency to properly report our EMS calls for service and properly report the required data to the Commonwealth of Virginia. It was through this work that Colt updated the system to where it is now, to where we think it's functioning exactly where it's supposed to be. As a matter of fact, I told him before we came in here that for the month of October, our data quality with the Commonwealth was right on target and right exactly where it needed to be. So I feel confident that his hard work and dedication helped us get to that point. So for those reasons, with the image trend software update, as well as our data quality work, coupled with the fact that Colt is a big part of this organization as far as a provider, as far as a firefighter, educator, trainer, that's why I nominated him for this award and was very proud and very pleased to have the opportunity to do it. So I want to congratulate Colt for this. It was well deserved, and happy for you and your family, and appreciate everything you've done.
Excellent. Thank you. So we will move forward. So firefighter, paramedic, capabilities of advanced life safety measures, IT guru, like what? Did you really weld this? Like, is it like a welder? Do you fix cars, plumbing? I mean,
I hate plumbing.
a true Renaissance man, for sure. So proceed with the formal award presentation. So I will have you know, as the inaugural award, Captain Brown and I trolled through catalogs and talked to some folks at Lynchburg Specialty Engraving, and the plaque that we selected says Firefighter of the Year 2020, Firefighter Paramedic Colt Freeman, the Optimist Club of Lynchburg. I'd like to formally present you with this award for your service. Thank you, sir, very much. With the plaque also comes a $50 gift certificate to Liberty Station. Not a bad selection of restaurants to go to. And we also have a pocket-sized Optimist Creed, coupled with an Optimist Club of Lynchburg Millennium Medallion for you to have as well. So here. If you would like, say a few words at this time, and most importantly, prior to saying a few words, you probably need to introduce your guest to everybody.
That's right. Joining today with me is my wonderful wife, Sarah. She's the mother to my 4 children, and without her, I couldn't do anything that I do here because I'm able to allow her to take care of everything at home. I don't have any worries or concerns about my children because she's there with them all the time, and she enables me to be able to do the extra work that I've been putting in with the department, so I surely appreciate her. And thank you to the department for taking the opportunity and the faith in me to work above what would typically be my station at the level that I am right now and enable me to deploy the changes that we did. Thank you to the Optimist Club for this opportunity to represent both my family and my extended family with the department here.
So, almost last, just a thank you to Chief Wormser and Deputy Chief Lipscomb. It looks like Deputy Chief right back there. I can only see from here to here, so I got a thumbs up on that. And your last name totally evades me, and that's terrible. But I know. I know. We went to bike patrol school together like 20 years ago, and hadn't seen you in forever. Did you ride down Monument Terrace that day? Yeah. You weren't the only one that didn't land properly, if I remember. Yeah, to graduate bike school, let's ride down Monument Terrace. That's a really great idea. So I'll ask Jennifer to come back lastly, if she would. We always end our club meetings with reciting the Optimist Creed, which is on the back of each of your programs. If you need to grab one, that would be great. We really do recommend and encourage you to check the website and just see what we're doing. We're not the Kiwanis, we're not the Exchange Club. You're just a little bit different. There are some awesome organizations out there, but we definitely encourage you to take a look at it. Will, thank you again for your support of the program. I'm sure I'll reach out again at some point in some near future, and we'll have a conversation. And I really look forward to it. It was great to do this. I think it's intimate and it's great. But to put 40 or 50 or 60 people and all do it in one big presentation with good lighting and good fellowship I'm looking forward to that next year very, very much. So thank you again.
All right. Well, again, thank you everybody for being here. Colt, congratulations. Thank you so much for all that you've done, and I know that you will continue to do. And so in closing, we'll go ahead and recite the Optimist Creed. I said it found on the back of your bulletin. So I'll kick it off. Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet, to make all your friends feel that there is something in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true, to think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best, to be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own, to forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future, to wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile, to give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others, to be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble.
One last thing that I think I forgot when we were up at dispatch. Phil Spinner from the city's Broadcast Services Department has been kind enough to video for us today and try to get him back when we do the presentation for the police department as well. We'll take the video and show it at our next club meeting when we can all be together. Our club members are excited about being able to view it. There was some discussion about trying to live stream it on Facebook, and I was like, let's get this recorded. And I was telling Colt as well, I had asked for some media coverage. I told the chief the other day when we were talking, my goal would be to take some of the footage and send it to them once we get the third program or presentation done, and see if they can put something together and get some exposure for the club, yes, but primary exposure for you guys and what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool that Jennifer was on the way over here talking to a business partner, and they were like, every one of those guys and gals deserves to be recognized and be rewarded, and it's very nice. All the negative stuff you hear all the time, every once in a while you get a nice nugget of thanks, and kind of keeps you going. So very cool. Thank you very much, Phil. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.